Hey guys, Tim here with another Canopy tutorial. I'm sure some of you are thinking, man, another Canopy video. How much stuff does one person need to know about owning a Canopy? All I got to say is, good thing your old pal Tim is here to make sure you don't screw things up. This time we're going to be learning about how to fold our canopy fabrics. Folding your canopy fabric is an important part of your seasonal canopy maintenance. If you don't fold your fabric nicely in the fall, you're going to have a much harder time in the spring trying to install it on your boat lift. Not to mention the fact that it's going to look terribly wrinkled, and that consistently bunching your fabric in a rat's nest every year will lead to fitment issues and unnecessary wear on your valuable cover. The fabric shown being folded today is for our high top canopy, but the same lessons learned here can be applied to our standard canopy fabrics and pretty much any other manufacturer's fabrics. It was also nice and windy out that day, so this is a great example of good teamwork and the usage of our techniques to get this job done right. Now, technically speaking, we should have started with this fabric face down and folded it from there. This ensures that when you unfold it in the spring on top of your boat lift canopy, that it will just roll right out with no extra flipping and flopping required. However, we chose to fold it right side up because this tends to be much easier to fold neatly, especially for first-time users. So if you follow our example here to a T, expect that you'll need to do a little extra rearranging in the spring while rolling it out on top of your canopy. No big deal, but I just thought it was worth mentioning. Now that we got all of that BS out of the way, let's get started. Alright guys, the first thing you want to do is find a nice, open, flat area that is as clean as possible. Driveways can be a good, tempting place to do this, but if you have asphalt and it's been freshly sealed, test it out first. Folding fabrics on this kind of surface can cause black stains to appear on your fabric. Also make sure that the ground that you do use is dry and that your fabric is dry. If you just finished washing your fabric, which, we're all supposed to do every year, but we don't, make sure it's had plenty of time to dry on both sides. Folding a wet fabric can lead to mildew forming. Once you choose your area, just spread out the fabric and pull out most of the wrinkles. Get it nice, neat, flat, and organized before you start folding. For all of these next steps, you're going to want to use good teamwork. If you're working in the wind like we were here, remember to keep your movements as close to the ground as possible and to be in sync with your partner's moves. These two tips will keep as much wind as possible out of the fabric and prevent from turning this thing into a parachute. Start by folding the curtain areas into the fabric itself. Fold them into the belt line. This is the black reinforced area on the sides and ends of the fabric where the bungees usually attach. Fold your sides in first, then fold the end panels in. Keep your fold straight, neat, and as wrinkle-free as possible. You're going to have some wrinkles no matter what, but let's keep them to a minimum. Notice right here how both of us make eye contact before folding? Now this is where I'll go ahead and tell you that this girl right here, she's been doing this since she was 9 years old. We've done hundreds of these fabrics together, so we have good nonverbal communication. Don't be frustrated if your first try doesn't go quite like this. Just remember to make sure your partner is ready and understands the next move. So here we go with our first fold. This fold is going from the far outside to the center of the fabric. Keep the fabric low and stay in time with your partner. Straighten things up and let the air work out of the fold. Next, move to the opposite side and repeat. Our timing is pretty good here, but this fold up to your last fold in the center of the fabric. Now fold that portion in half one more time. If you watch closely, you can see us place our open hand down where we want the fold to happen. This helps make a nice, accurate fold. Also, we're pulling against each other here lengthwise. This helps keep tension on the fabric and prevent bellowing. Now do the same to the other side. Here you can see our timing gets off a little, but we have a nice recovery and we get it right. This is proof that no matter how many of these things you do, it can always be a challenge. The wind gets us here a little, and we need to stop and make an adjustment. Remember that you can stop at any time and just make adjustments and keep things nice and neat. Fold the remaining halves on top of each other. Again, take time to get things situated here. The fewer wrinkles we have, the tighter we can get our roll. One little trick not shown on the video today is the addition of some dryer sheets to keep the mice away. Some people are skeptical of this, but I can say that I have never had any signs of mice inside any fabric that I folded while putting dryer sheets in them. I can also say that I have seen significant damage done to fabrics not folded with dryer sheets. It's your choice what you want to do, but this is just my 2 cents worth. If you choose to do this, place a dryer sheet about every 4 to 6 feet as you roll it up. This ensures that you have sheets consistently throughout the roll. Let's start rolling the fabric. Keep it tight and even from side to side. You don't want too much bunching on one side versus the other. It'll kind of roll up crooked. Have your partner hold things in line for you and also keep the air out of the folds. Clean off any debris you collect along the way. Keep the roll tight and even and continue down the length of the fabric. You want to get as much of the debris out as you can. If you leave the debris inside the fabric roll all winter, it can lead to stains in the spring. Roll the fabric up to the end and let the air escape. Grab the bag that came with your fabric. If you lost yours, a garbage bag works well here, or just give us a call and we'll get you a replacement. Place the bag over the fabric, and pull the strings tight and you're done. Store your fabric in a nice dry place for the winter and it'll be looking great in the spring when it comes time to reinstall it. There it is! Easy peasy! If you guys got any questions, feel free to hit us up at any of our stores, or give us a call at 715-420-2442. Or you can visit our website for more information, or just shoot us an email and tell us how great we're doing. And that would be at sales@liftsandocks.net. Until next time, let's keep the bottom of your boat wet and the top of it dry.